All right, let me get some quick thoughts on Willie Nelson against Luciano Cuello. Nelson wins the fight. I also thought he won the fight, even though Cuello fought some tough rounds and really gave Nelson a test. I'm gonna say after watching this fight, I'm gonna say about Nelson, kind of what I said about Seth Mitchell last week with his rematch against Jonathan Banks. I still think that Willie Nelson, after seeing him on ESPN a couple of months ago, I thought the kid was on his way. But after seeing him last night against Cuello, and I know Cuello's been there with tough opponents, and he's tough, I still think that Nelson is some fights away before we can put him before we talk about putting him in there with Canelo and Austin Trout. Uh, I think that Nelson is still trying to figure out what kind of fighter he wants to be. With that type of size, 6'3.5", junior middleweight, you would think that he could just pop the jab, and keep a guy at a distance. But he wants to get in close and fight. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that because he's so much bigger, and not really in weight, because he and Quello really weighed the same amount on the scale and going into the fight. It's just that he's so tall that I think that he feels that he has to get in there and get guys out of there. That's what's expected of him. Instead of realizing that he has the skills to box, he can keep a guy on the outside and slowly break a guy down with power shots. I mean, he throws shots to the body, which is good, which in the long run is going to break opponents down. Uh, I think that they should take a step back. Don't look to move him up the ranks and maybe build him up a couple of build him up a couple of fights before we put him on the top scale there. I think a couple of fights that they should maybe look at for him would be maybe Alfonso Gomez, or maybe a Sean Porter, and probably do it in that order. Give him a couple of step up fights, and then let's revisit him fighting the guys in the top 10. Not too much more I got on that. What did you think about it? Thanks for listening. Catch you next time.